welcome to the Resources Roadhouse. I'm Wally Graham and I'm at day 2 of the RIU Sydney Resources Roundup for 2024. Obviously I didn't get the day 2 memo for the grey suit, but anyway, we'll get over that. We're going to wander around again like we did yesterday, talk to a few different people at their booths and we'll put together a bit of a highlights package for you. Watch the highlights, but make sure you also go back later on and watch the full interviews on our YouTube channel. Until then, have a look at this.
WA is a pretty parochial place. New South Wales a little bit under the radar, but lots of good things going on in this Lachlan Fold Belt, particularly the Cobar Basin where we are. Durnings is part of 6,500 square k's of ground that we have there. It's the most recent discovery we've made. We've made a couple there in this last 6 months or so. But Durnings looks like sort of moderate size, high grade. We found lead, zinc and silver, and we've now discovered somewhat unusual copper gold style of mineralisation for this part of the world. So, really looking forward to the rest of the assays to come in on this Durnings project that we've been drilling.
We originally picked up Miriam a couple of years ago for nickel sulphide, and it's got a 1969 discovery of nickel sulphide there, never been developed. We've developed through modern exploration, geophysics, some targets there for drilling. At the same time, we found outcropping pegmatite, lithium pegmatite, and we're in the process of divesting 85% of those rights to our neighbour, Future Battery Minerals, for cash and shares. Yeah, it's unfortunately it's taken us a couple of years to get drilling permits approved through the Western Australian government for that project. In that time, the sentiment for lithium has decreased somewhat. We looked at what other companies were being rewarded for good exploration results and looked at what Future Battery Minerals have got in their own ground, and we thought we'd take the early steps in consolidation. They've got the head start on us with respect to exploration in that area. They're really focused on lithium in that area, so they're a good company.
Golden Crown has really delivered really well. We've got some wonderful results there. Intercepts coming along nicely, come together well with a cross section here. Our best intercept there being 14 metres of some 12.1 grams per tonne. It really did deliver well.
All right, so obviously you've got some really great results. You've managed to get the diagram happening. So what does all mean from now? I mean, obviously you can't wait to get out there again.
Yeah, look, we're keen. The old workings here were, we discovered a lot of stoping. These holes here, not much colour, simply because the old boys had a great old time in there. Obviously some of those yellow bricks on the table came from in here. We need to get in and do a bit more work. That's only about 50 metres, Wal, so close to surface there. The top 50 metres has come up trumps for us. 4 distinctive lode systems in here, quartz veins predominantly, and that's what you can see there that we've stylised. We're more than happy with the way it's coming along. More holes is what it needs, Wal.
We've been quite actively exploring this region for the last several years, and we've pivoted to now looking at our gold targets, and we finished a small air core drill program and testing below our soil geochem and rock chip anomalies. We were getting up to 6.25 grams gold in the rock chips, and we've drilled underneath that on a Good Body West prospect, and it's showing us that we've got mineralisation below this anomaly. We're getting up to up to 1.83 grams gold in our drilling, and we've defined a zone that's sort of almost 300-400 metre strike length, and we've got a number of other targets along the 6 kilometre geochem zone which we'll be drilling during this year.
So the project's called the Uramba Uranium Project, and it's located on South Australia, about 100 k's from Broken Hill. You can see on the map here, it's immediately north of Boss Energy's honeymoon operation, where they recently started producing yellowcake. So we're in a uranium-friendly jurisdiction of South Australia, and we've got 5,000 square kilometres, 250 kilometres of paleo channels to explore.
It's a great mine. It's a mine that's sitting in an area that produced 25% of the world's gold. This particular area produced 41 million ounces over 100 years, so we know the gold's there. It's a huge resource, which we're bringing back into production. Our initial project is due to set off. You can see we've actually started the mine. We're ready to go. We're just trying to put the final funding in place, and we'll be ramping up to 70,000 ounces a year for a life of mine of 17.7 years. So at a really good all-in sustaining cost of under $1,000 an ounce.
We've been, since we spoke, I think probably the key announcement that we've had out has been in relation to the pre-feasibility study. So on the Ravensthorpe Gold Project, we released that in October 2023. High level, the project generates 780,000 ounces of gold, 16,000 tonnes of copper metal over a 9-year life. Pre-production capital, $163 million, all-in sustaining costs, $1,600 an ounce Aussie, net the byproduct credit. Really strong economics, really strong result, important milestone for our shareholders, for the team as well. And it tells me that there's going to be a project built at Ravensthorpe. It's just a matter of time and probably by whom and under what circumstances.
We've just kicked off our third consecutive year of drilling at the project site. We've got some incredible undercover targets that we're looking to drill out. It's all purely extensional drilling this year, so last year, about 60% of our 60,000 metre campaign was infill to shear up the geological confidence of the ore body, and this year we're chasing tonnes. So a lot happening. We're super proud, and it's the 7th largest lithium resource in Australia. So there's more to come.
Yeah. So we did the IPO, the spin out. It took a long time, took over 12 months to get up, but in January that listed. We still own 20% of Kelly Metals. And we also have an in-species distribution to our shareholders. All up at the current price, that was equivalent to about $15 to $16 million of shareholder value that was created. And then a month later, we announced that De Grey Mining have executed an option to acquire our flagship gold project, which is the Ashburton Gold Project, a 1.5 million ounce deposit for $33 million. They've already paid us $3 million non-refundable, and they've now got 12 months, possibly up to 18 months to do their metallurgical work and development studies as part of that Hemi development project that they've got.
All right.
So that's two major transactions this year. It has left us in a healthy position. We still have a very good gold project called Melina West in the Pilbara, which is a long strike from Hemi. We're in the field there at the moment. We hope to be drilling there later in the second half of this year. In Central Victoria, we've still got our projects there. And we're particularly in the Mount Piper project, which is our focus. That's in between the Costerfield mine and the Southern Cross Gold Sunday Creek discovery. We've got all the ground in between, about 1,600 square kilometres there. So we're busy on all those projects at the moment. We're in the field doing work. Hope to be drilling in the second half. But also, because we've spun out our lithium and our Ashburton project is now with De Grey for the next 12 months, we're now looking to do it again. Right, so we've got a track record now of getting assets, getting good projects, adding some value, and one way or another monetising.
Yeah.
So we're actually putting the word out now that we're looking for our next Ashburton project, another advanced project that we feel that we can make economic and monetise one way or another.